ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway and the Legacy Truck Series. I am producing this. Give me some slack, please. Tonight we're running 165 laps. Take a look at our starting grid tonight. Dylan Grutzmacher in the 66, starting in first. Jason Phillips in the 8, starting in second. Max Denden, 48, starting in third, and Albert Williams in 18, starting in fourth. That'll do it for row number 2. Tyler Smith in 74, truck, starting in fifth. Mark Holloway in 56, starting in sixth. That'll do it for row 3. Row number 4, Edward Warren in the 92. Michael Canaday in a 206, starting in 8th. That'll do it for row 4. Row number 5, 32 of Jonathan Geist, starting in 9th. Chris Wagner in the 57, starting in 10th. Row 6, 98 of Jamie Hall, starting in 11th. Tanner Honeycutt in the 2, starting at 12th. Todd Perrant in the 69, starting in 13th. Stephen Timpson in the 94, starting 14th. That'll do for row 4. Ryan Frank in the 77, starting in 15th. Thomas Long in the 23, starting in 16th. Austin Knight in the 7, starting 17th. Aaron Underhill, 21, starting in 18th. Brady Hinton in the 5, starting in 19th. Jeff Denton in 84, starting in 20th. Dylan Hinton in 81, starting 21st. John Crosby 20 in the 73, starting 22nd. And Craig Noel in the 63, starting in 23rd. And that will do it for us here at Bristol on the far as the starting grid. Right now we're back in go green next time. Bye. Very close points. That'll give the legacy truck. Lights and a pace truck are off. We're back ready to go green here. Pace truck is off. Back in go green. Dylan Grutzmacher waiting for the green flag. Green flag is out. Hey, Jason Phillips side by side. Max Denda right behind the 66. Dylan Grutzmacher's loose. Jason Phillips on the outside. Now in the lead. And Jason Phillips is loose. Green and yellow flag is out. Take a look at that. Right. Saw the 66 of Grutzmacher get loose on going on the backside. Turn 3 on a high line. Truck just breaks loose. Max had nowhere to go. We'll bring up the first caution of the night. Take a quick break and we'll be right back with more racing here at Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Dylan Grutzmacher's still in the lead. Max Dinda now to the outside. Albert Williams right behind Tyler Smith up in fourth. Pace truck diving down pit lane. Getting ready to go green. Green flag is out. Grutzmacher away. Maxing it on the ground. Really just sending it now. He wants a little bit of vengeance from the premier race. And most of that. He's got caught up. And yellow flag is out once again. And Jason Phillips once again. Oh, there's a checkup in front of him. Oh, 77. What happened to the 77? Oh, entering into turn one. Won't quite clear. Gonna hold it. Oh, cockpit. Virtually save it. Take another quick break and we'll be right back here at Bristol. We are back and do some more racing here at Bristol. And Max then get another good launch on this restart. Here go green. Green flag is out. Mixon and Paranormal gets a good launch on there. Currently pulling away really quick. And now, Grutzmacher, Tyler Smith in the 74 in the wall. Max just has pace like no other out here. 2-6 into the inside. Tyler Smith shuts the door on that. And 2-6 still looking inside and still looking underneath. Got a bit on some momentum. 2-6 now to the inside. Steady 4. If we're probably gonna get a decent run. 2-6 loose. Tyler Smith into the wall once again. Mark Holloway right behind him. Fully clear, Mark Holloway. Oh, I don't know if made contact with the 74, but good save by the 56 of Mark Holloway. Now they changed the air package on these trucks, so from what we want to talk about, Bristol has been handling a little bit differently than per normal. That's with a great run off the exit of 2. Right now, the 6-6. Someone's scoring on the bottom. 6-6 of Dylan Grutzmacher. Really caught up to Max Adinda. Now Max Adinda trying to shut any form of run to 66 and make. And 66 was making some ground on the 48. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think 66 Richie has anything for the 48, but I could be wrong. Gutzmacher getting really close on the bumper of Max. Now running, running the bottom. Got a little bit more run. Yellow flag is out. We have it Aaron Underhill. We got into the wall. Exactly where caution will come out for. And do a quick commercial break. Quick break, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway and BES Legacy Trucks. Some cars elected to pit. Others stayed out. Max Dylan Grutzmacher still 1-2. Broken Andy and Edward Warren top 4. Pace truck now diving down pit lane. Back and go. Green flag is out. The 2-6. Sending it right now. Unable to keep up with the 48 and the 66. Then Grutzmacher already being forced to his outside because he's not fully clear of the 2-6. Why didn't say we get clear to 2-6? Max Dinner pulling away. We're seeing on a longer run that Grutzmacher has been able to reel in Max Dinner. Let's see if the same could be said here. So far the situation is no 2-6. They're still right on the closing on the bumper to 66. "36 laps will be now completed." In 38 to go next time by Max Dinner, still in control. Still haven't been able to get around Max, but this 2-6, he may be able to get by, but nope, seriously said that he gets into the wall. Grutzmacher riding right on the bottom. He was getting to almost a full 10. That's not yet being able to get around. My opinion should be really trying to get around on this outside, and maybe he will if he tries at one good time, but it did not work. Max staying center. Really diamonding in the turn, trying to get all the minimum he can. He gets, oh, he almost got a nose there. Let me try that again. Grutzmacher almost on the bumper. Might try to do another diamond situation like he did once before. It really benefited him. Max Dinda into the wall. Max Dinda got loose. And turn one. I don't think he's able to hold a bottom like he been able to prior. I think Dylan's just trying to observe his tires as long as he can at this moment. Right now, underneath the 48, can you get around? Max in the wall. Dylan still to the inside. Max forces himself up, trying to get momentum out of exit of turn 4. Gets there, and Max now has a little bit of wiggle room so he can work whatever angle he needs. Now he's going to choose to go back to the bottom. One laps remaining. Yellow flag is out. So I have with 2-6. I don't know if that was the reason for caution. Take a quick break and we'll be right back for more racing here at Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway. 7th day of John Crosby. I do believe elected to stay out. We're back in Go Green. Backs Dinner to his outside. 6-6 of Dylan Grutzmacher and Jamie Howe to 98 up and 4th. And Tanner Honeycutt, the 2 and 5th. That will do it for your top 5 on this restart. Back in Go Green, John Crosby, command truck. Green flag is out. Crosby with a great launch. Excellent, and now just sending it now, going around on the outside. He has fresh tires. 105 laps remaining. Caution is out. Oh. You might have to get the 2 cut. Oh, he just got really loose. Big pile up. Carnage everywhere. Dude, Jonathan Geist had a full window of this to see. Our cars are now heading down pit lane. And take another break. We'll be right back once again with more racing here at Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Bristol. Max Dinner, McLean, John Crosby on the outside, Dylan Grits Monkey 66. Pace truck down pit lane. Can Max get another good restart? Yes, he does. The 66 of Dylan Gritsmacher really timed that really well with the 48. Now 73 is now left to dry. Here Underhill 21 up to third. Tiffany John Crosby was doing really well in the premier race earlier. Right now, 66 of Dylan Gritsmacher. He has just as good a pace as Max Dinda. Gritsmacher and being able to keep up a max before right now seems to be the case once again. Gritsmacher right to the bumper. Hold on, a bumper contact into turn 2, last lap. Next in the balloon once again. Nope, never mind. 66 said nope. Boiling air under it. Air on there. Oh! Caution is out. I heard someone's engine blew. Going and Dylan hitting. Driving slowly. Uh, Happy right here. 23, Thomas Long. Lewis made contact with 94. That's when the engine blew. This race is over. Quick break and we'll be right back with more racing here at Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to here Bristol. Max Dylan Green Smocker, Aaron Underhill, Jamie Hall, and John Crosby make your top 5 on its restart. 85 laps remaining across the start finish line. Back you go, green. Green flag is out, Max Dinda. They have a strong restart that time. Dylan Green Smocker barely squeezes himself in. Gritsmacher always loses a whole lot of time on these restarts, but on a green flag runs, usually about after about 10 laps or so, he's usually right back up there with Max. Max has been Able to pull away for a while, but he's been able to block pretty sufficiently. Chris Marker has not yet cracked the 10th yet, but he's been getting closer and closer. Chris Marker in the wall just a little bit. Max has been getting a better turn 1 and 2. The Grootsmacher every now and then gets a really great 3 and 4 like you see right then. Max Sino, oh my goodness! What a save. Max Sino really truly just trying to hang on to it now. "71 laps remaining. Max has led majority of this race, but I don't think it'll be for very much longer because 66 and Dylan Grootsmacher has been all over him. Max still getting loose. It hasn't helped that Grootsmacher's always like right there, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. Yeah, it just seems like a longer green flag run while Maxon is just able to pull away at such great strides. Grootsmacher's always just, get closer and closer to him on this longer green flag run. Max didn't try in a higher line, but it didn't help him out that much because he got loose right there off of exit of 4. Grootsmacher, the inside. Max did in the wall. Grootsmacher's now in the lead. With 65 laps remaining this time, Max Linden trying to go to the inside. He's got it, but 66 will be able to get clear of him off the exit of 2. See, now that it's 66 now, we're just pulling away from the 66. Don't, sorry. 60 now pulling away from the 48. Now Aaron Underhill to the inside. Almost made contact with the 21 at Aaron Underhill. Williams all over 98. There's Jamie Howe. Jamie Howe on the outside, 48. Really slow right now. Next time is just trying to hold off with third. Right now, good strong battle right here for third place. Max and Aaron Underhill on the wall. He's gonna saw it. Max almost made contact with the 21. Almost 3 wide. Too wide here. Oh! Let's 18. Let's make contact with 48. The caution is out. One number 92. Warren. 56 all the way up on the wall. Oh, 6-3. Oh, 92 and Warren came right down in front of 6-3. Quick break and we'll be right back with more racing here at Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Craig Nolan, Max Adenda, Jason Phillips, Jamie Howell, and John Crosby are your top 5. Some people did going down pit lane for their fast repair. Big Shark down, diving down pit lane. Craig Noel, older tires. Three things out, and you'll see Max didn't really truly pull away right here off here to exit the turn two. He just has such great short pace speed here at Bristol. But in my opinion, the person who really truly has their number is currently in 8th place. Dylan Rootsmacher, the 66. He's been able to catch up to him in. We obviously saw it. He made the pass for the lead. Craig Noel made a block at 98. 98 now up into second. And yellow flag is out once again. This is on the restart. Up here. Yep, Big Six got loose up the exit turn 4. And right on that nose of the engine. And now pit lane now. Right back with a little bit of break from my voice and throat. Uh, Start over down pit lane. And right now, I got in the broadcast booth with me, Jonathan Medlin. Medlin, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well tonight. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're calling some races here at Bristol. As per usual, Max Dindo with a great restart here. Bristol, this is his favorite track, so right now, in my opinion, if he's able to get around the lap traffic and just able to get up to second, I think Dylan Grutzmacher will be very big threat. Oh! Right behind! What a save for the 32! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it looked like Grutzmacher got into Jonathan Geist there.
Oh, hold on. This is off the exit of turn 4. We'll see what happened here. Oh, Geist came down on just a hair. Smith at the 74. Truck right front looks a little banged up. But that's still believe he does have a fast repair. We will be right back with more racing here at good old Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Bristol Motor Speedway. Max Dinda still in first, 98 Jamie Hall, 73 John Crosby, 8 of Jason Fuss, 6 of Dylan Grutzmacher. Well, on this restart, who do you think will be able to get around Max right now?
I mean, Howell's been fast for the majority of the evening, but Max has just had the number on the restarts. He's had the number on the lines. He is, of course, this is his favorite track. He loves running Bristol, so I would not be surprised.
Death on the track. Somehow,
that was Grutzmacher in the number 8 truck.
How? I guess no yellow.
Nope, no yellow. We're going to keep green. I guess it wasn't bad enough to trigger the caution. But I was saying Max has had this track figured out for a while, and as long as he stays patient, especially with John Crosby being behind him, as long as he stays patient and doesn't try to overforce himself coming out of the turns, Max is going to be able to take this one down.
I'll tell you what, one person who, when he was right behind him, was doing the same thing John Crosby is now, like right behind him, was able to get his nose underneath him like a lot, and was able to get around the 40 of Max Dinda. And unfortunately for the 66, no yellow flag came out for him.
Yeah, Dylan's had some unfortunate breaks tonight in this race, and it's put him back in the standings a bit. But John Crosby's one that knows how to race Max. They're no strangers to this track and being in this position with each other on this track. So Max has just got to stay calm and race his race and force Crosby to make the mistake.
Yeah, Crosby rarely makes mistakes, though. I mean, Max, I got a feeling that Max will be starting to pushing a little bit too much towards the end. Because look right there, got loose right there off the exit of turn 4. Crosby was able to keep it nice and control.
Yeah, Max coming out of the exit of that turn on turn 4 came up the track just a little bit, and I've been watching him most of the night. He's gaining momentum coming out of that curve, but he comes out just a little bit too high. But right there, he keeps it tucked in a little tighter, keeps it tucked in low throughout the entire turn, and is able to hold a smoother line.
Yeah, he's on a really smooth and not trying to efficient line, but you see right here, same thing. John Crosby has been able to really get momentum off the turn, but not, not lose it like how Max was doing from what I've seen so far.
Yeah,
20.
I mean, coming out of the turns on this track, there's a couple of different lines that you can take. You know, you can well, really three. You can take a high line, a mid line, or that low line. And taking that mid line, like what Max is doing right there, that's where you're going to get your most momentum.
It's one of these things of where, like, a lot of these times these guys, like, try a different line and experiment. One guy was really diamonding it, was able to get really good momentum off the exit. Crosby tried to stick his nose right underneath Max so that way he can get around. Just not enough momentum answering the turn.
No, and I can tell you, Max doesn't like running that high line because it burns up the tires on this track quicker than it does running that low line. But you do have a little bit more momentum on that high line because of the bank angles of this track. But the downfall to that is you wear your tires quicker. But when Crosby tried to go low underneath and cut that nose under, Max knew he had to take that high line and keep that momentum to stay in front of the Crosby.
One of these things where you got to wonder, will Crosby attempt to go high to get able to get around Max? But I don't know. I don't necessarily think he will, but just never know. There's 20 laps remaining this time.
Yeah, with 20 laps remaining, I think Crosby's probably going to wait, hold out, and continue to try to save tires. Hope that Max makes a mistake so that he can capitalize. But I don't think it's time for him to try to make a jump yet on Max.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's quite the jump yet, but if Max leaves it open like he just did, I don't think Crosby will have to worry too much.
But again, Max showing that high line does carry the more speed coming out and hitting the straight, and he's able to stay in front of Crosby.
Now, one thing you gotta wonder is that we've seen guys able to use that bottom line and able to get get pretty side by side to keep it even. As Max got loose right here out of the exit of 4, and you gotta wonder, what will Crosby do to try at least slow down the momentum of the 48?
Continue what he's doing. Run that low line. Try to undercut Max and try to force Max into making a mistake.
Yeah. Which I think is closer than we think, because 15 laps remaining, 14 when we cross the start finish line, and I don't know.
It's like I say, Max and Crosby are no strangers to being in this position on this track. Just a few weeks ago when we had the premier race here, these two were in the same position, 1 and 2, and it come down to a matter of who's going to make the first mistake.
Yeah, and right now I think the same story would be told. Right now Max is just really getting loose. Crosby trying to go up underneath. Dinda high.
Got a little loose trying to make that cut under.
Yeah.
And Max held that high line, stayed clean, and stayed in front of Crosby. But they got to watch out because now you got Jamie Howell starting to creep up behind him as well.
Yeah, and Jamie Howell has been watching these two guys battle, so while these two guys have been slowing up, Max into the wall, Jamie Howell's been creeping in ever so slightly. Still side by side, Max getting a little bit loose off the exit of 2, now entering 3. 10 laps ago, Crosby's probably going to try to make a move, and we got lap traffic up ahead.
Which is something that Max and Crosby, neither one want to see right now.
And neither one want to see, but you got to wonder where that lap car is going to go, because now they're going to have to Picking lane the stick behind it. It's the 81 to Dylan Hinton. Oh,
And Dylan's going to elect to stay on the high side, let the battle pursue below him, and Howell's able to just creep by. You know, Jimmy Howell's in a good position back there in P3 because he's just watching this battle and he's waiting for a moment where he can slip by both of them.
yeah, he's just so close right now, and Jamie Howell could probably steal this if either one of these guys make a mistake.
Yeah, and this time by, that's going to put us at 160 laps, 5 laps to go. Crosby is trying to creep that truck of his right in front of Max, but Max holding that high line, and he is just keeping that pressure and keeping that nose out in front of Crosby. And now he's going to cut to the low side, try to shut that door off so that Crosby can't get by.
Yeah, right now with 5 laps remaining, Jamie Howell's gonna. I wonder if he's going to try to sit on his high line, or I don't know if he even has enough tire. But John Crosby's been bumper to bumper with them 40 and Max Dinda, and he'd probably use that bumper if he gets a chance to do so. Right now,
we're coming up on more live traffic, and looks like it's going to be Jeff Dinda and Tibbs.
Dad Dinda.
That's up in front of him.
There's 23 Thomas Long. Max going high. Jeff Dinda trying to do his due diligence, try to get out of the way the best he could.
Thomas Long trying to hold that high line, let the
white flag in the air.
By. We are on our final lap. Max Dinda might finally get his DES win at Bristol here.
So close. Crosby was so close using the bumper. Jamie Howell was still second. Whew.
Jamie Howell stealing second from Crosby, and Crosby going to give a little love nudge to Max. But congratulations to Max Dinda on winning Bristol here tonight for the Legacy Trucks. Jamie Howell in second, and John Crosby in third. Craig Nolan fourth. Aaron Underhill in fifth. Tyler Smith sixth. Albert Williams in seventh. Brandon Hinton in the 5 machine in eighth. Edwin Warren in ninth, and Chris Wagner rounding out your top 10 tonight.
Sir, and that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the premiere at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.